Victor. I'm here with a new product review, and this time I want to share with you, just like an unboxing, the last one of the last books launched by Games Workshop for 40k, that is called The Traitor's Hate. This is a book that is an ampliation or gives some new rules to the Chaos Space Marines. So let's make a look what is inside, and also you will see if this book can be interesting for you. So we see that this have here the Black Crusade, so it's part of the Black Crusade of Abaddon campaign. As you can see, the quality of the book is good. It's nice artwork. We have very great great illustrations. I think some are new for the book. Here we have, and then we start. The first part is about fluff, a little bit of background of it's about the Chaos Space Marines and the Black Crusade. Where is the scenario? And explaining a little bit of all the history. I did not have time to go through that, but you can see that it's all about fluff. This first part, more explanation of the different units. Here we have composition of the army. So this is the Chaos Warband of Karn the Betrayer, the Canon, the Relentless. Okay, color scheme, how this is painted. As I say in all my books, I like this because it gives me ideas on color scheme and how to paint my miniatures. We have more background here, explanation about the campaign, all the fluff, how the chaos is attacking the different in that case they are attacking the Adeptus Mechanicum. Okay, so we have different chapters and different parts of the fluff. So all the first part is history, background. If you are interested in background, this is there is a lot of stuff here about the Black Crusades. Okay, you see, all always combined with awesome pictures and awesome illustrations. So here we have more, and here we have Karn's Butcher Horde. So here really we have Karn. Interesting to see this. So these are from the Black Legion, but then we have the Berserkers, and we have these guys, the what's called this, I forgot all the name, but these big guys from the, and here we have Karn the Betrayer. This is why I was confused, is the Maelstrom of Gore, and then you have a little bit of the composition, how the army was composed, and we have some more color schemes. All is around the, it's all not all, but there is a lot about corn and the war eaters. Here we have also the how to paint the cultists, alternative color schemes. Here more information about how the campaign was progressing, the fight of the chaos against the Empire. Another incredible picture. So sometimes we have some reflections. Okay, and there is, I would say, most of the book is just fluff, explanation, and background of the Crusade and how this is progressing. So we have here no more Black Legion. This is more the colors of the Black Legion, as you can see. The armor is painted in black. We have some of the old artwork. And here is Black Legion against Blood Angels. And here we have an army of the Black Legion. And here we have the composition of Lord Shorfas the Tainted, and is as a sorcerer, and then how it's composed the warband. So, and we have of course the color schemes of the Black Legion, but then we have the Black Legion with marks. So this is with mark of the Slaanesh, with mark of Corn, and we have also how the cultists can be painted to be on the Black Legion. So I think this stuff is great because it gives you ideas. Sometimes there are details that you cannot see in the how the miniatures are painted. Here you see, and you can have idea how to paint your army. This is really an artwork that is quite old of Abaddon. Here we have more about the Black Legion and Abaddon again. I don't think I have seen this before. Not sure. I don't think I have seen this before. And now here we see that the coming into the scenario of the Blood Angels, and this is related to the book that we are going to review later. That is the second part of this campaign, where the what is focused on the Blood Angels. Okay. And now we go to what is called Forges of Chaos, and here is where we are going to start having the rules. So first we have this is quite interesting for me. Here we have the rules to use the Imperial Knights, but in that case is to use as a traitor. So here we have how the detachment can be made, that is with a lot of war, and also here we have how the knights, how the renegades knights are allied. So we have like this was explained in the Renegade Knight game, but if you did not have the opportunity to have the rules there, here you have all the rules how to use Renegade Knights. There is only one unit, but to be fair, this unit can match all the different weapons that we have in the Imperial Knights Codex. So real we have, I think we have all the different army options. Weapons options. So you can do detachments of 3. You don't have all the fancy things of having a princeps and all these type of things. But I think, yeah, this is more basic. But you have also know the rules to have knights, and the renegades knights, of course, they are battle brothers with the chaos forces. Okay. And then we have the next part, that is forces of the Chaos Space Marines. Okay, and here we have more rules, specific rules for the Chaos Space Marines, and we have a new detachment. So this is a detachment. Up to now, the Chaos Space Marines did not have any detachment. If you wanted to use detachments, only you had options for the Chaos Demons and for the Demon King. And here we have how you can make now a Chaos Space Marines war detachment that is called Slave to Darkness. Okay, so it's the Black Crusade detachment. So here you have it, and then we will have the different formations. And the first thing, the thing that is curious is we have here Khan the Betrayer. If I'm not wrong, they did not change anything on Khan the Betrayer. It's almost the same rules. Here we have what the Corn Lord of Schools. Now here officially we have it as a Warlord for the Chaos. It used to appear to the Chaos Demon King, a Corn Demon King. Now we have it here on Chaos. Specifically, and then we have the different formations. So we have the Chaos Warband. So the Chaos Warband is composed by multiple units. So 1 Chaos Lord, 0-1 Sorcerers, 1 to 3 chosen or Chaos Space Marines opposite. So 1 to 3 elite units, 2 to 6 units of Chaos Space Marines, 1 to 3 of the phase attacks between Raptors, War Talons, or Chaos Vikers, and then 1 to 3 of the between Havocs and Hellbrutes. So it's quite a big one. It can be big or can be small if you only take the minimum one. There is no restrictions, and the special rules that you have is when a model from a Chaos Warband ends the roll of the Chaos Bone table as a result of the Champion Chaos Lord rule. Roll twice on the table and choose either one or both of the results. This is really great. And the second option, the second rule is all units in the Chaos Warband has this special rule. All have objective secure. All the so this is it's quite similar, or pretty similar to the detachments of the Space Marines. And this is one of the mandatory options if you want to take the detachment. The detachment have to be composed of 1 auxiliary and 1 core, and it's 1 plus, and then you can have 0 to 5 commands. That mainly the commands is or a lot of Chaos or Sorcerer or Demon Prince. So you can have up to 5 Demon Princes, but I think makes no sense at all. If you take this detachment, the restrictions must include at least one core choice and one auxiliary choice. As I said, it might include this is what I read before. So a Lord of Chaos, if this detachment is your primary detachment, you can reroll the result when rolling on the Warlord trait table. So this is a typical one. Death to the False Emperor. All units in the detachment have hated armies of the Imperium. So you have hated to all the Imperium armies. A special rule. In addition, any unit that from this detachment that has the option taking veterans of the Long War, a special rule, can do so for free. So this means that you also have +1 leadership for free. And then you have Path of Glory at the start of each friendly turn. Choose a model in this detachment with a Champion of Chaos special rule and roll on the Chaos One table. The model has the result for the rest of the game. If the model has the favorite decisions, can roll twice and apply both results. So you can even use the rules that you have here. So really a great detachment. I think it's very fluffy and I think it's quite well built. Then we have the Maelstrom of Gore. The Maelstrom of Gore is one of the core formations. Is a Chaos Lord or Khan the Betrayer, so it's really a Khorne oriented and 4 to 8 Khorne Berserkers unit. So it's really focusing on the Berserkers. What you have is this formation, and there is a restriction. This formation Chaos Lord must be given the Mark of Khorne. Of course, I was not expecting less than that. And not additional cost points, so you get the Mark of Khorne for free. And then have Blood Crazed Maelstrom of Gore units have fleet special rule and add 3 to their charge distances, so they are really fast now, or much faster. And once per battle at the start of your movement, the Maelstrom Gore can summon the Red Rain. When it does so, every unit in the formation that is locked in combat is allowed to pile in and fight as if were in the fight phase, but enemy units cannot fight back. Using this ability does not stop the Maelstrom Gore units from fighting again in the soul phase. So really you have for free one round of attacks once per battle, what is quite strong. Of course it's quite demanding. One core leader can be a Chaos Lord of Khan and 4 to 8 Berserkers. The next formation we have is the Dark Apostle, and this is the Cultist formation. It's it's not the Dark Apostle, it's the Lost and the Damned. If you remember, this is the name that is given to the cultists in the 13th Crusade, and here we have it again. Is 1 Dark Apostle and 4 to 9 units of Chaos Cultists. There is no restrictions, and then the rules are a tide of traitors. Each time a unit of Chaos Cultists from the Lost and Damned is completely destroyed, roll d6 on 4+, can immediately be placed in a new identical unit into the coin reserve. So if it's killed, you have 50% chances that this unit is reappearing again. These new units gain outflank special rule, but otherwise count as being part of the original formation. So roll d6 as described above if they are subsequently destroyed. Victory points are awarded as normal. So of course they give victory points, but you can have a lot of ways of cultists. And the second part is Dark Apostle Zealot's special rule applies to all the Lost and Damned units within 6 inches of him. So it's creating a bubble of instead of just being him. Then we have another formation that is the Hellforge Warpack, is where the Warsmith is the formation of the Warsmith and goes with 3 to 5 units chosen from the next list: Hellwood, Maulfin, Forgefin and Definer. Of course, I think here you have the wood ones, you have the Maulfin and you have the Defiler that are quite strong choices, and you have also the cheap Hellwood. The Master of the Mechanical Warcraft rule: whilst the Warsmith is alive and on the battlefield, Hellforge Warpack models that have already use the Demon Forge special rule during the game can choose to do so for second and or subsequent time. So you can use the Demon Forge as many times as you want. Warpack Alpha: 1 vehicle model from the Hellforge Warpack must be nominated as the Warpack Alpha. The Warpack Alpha gains the character special, the character unit type, and 4+ invulnerable save. If the Warpack Alpha is completely destroyed, all other models in the Hellforge Warpack gain Rage special rule. So not bad at all. I think it's quite a good one, and if you're already using the Forge Fiend, what you have to pay is the Warsmith cost. The Helldwake Terror Pack. Helldwakes are never being short on the battlefield, and here we have formation for them. The formation is composed by 2 to 4 Helldwakes, and what they have is Rising Terror. Enemy units that are within 12 inches or of 2 models from the Helldwake Terror Pack reduce their leadership by 1. Enemy units that are within 12 inches of 3 reduce their leadership by 2, and if there is 3, you reduce it by 4, sorry. So I reduce it by 3 if there is a 4 around. I was misleading. And when performing Vector Strike with a model from the Helldwake Terror Pack against a target unit that is pinned, falling back, or has gone to ground, the target unit suffers D6 Strength 7 AP2 hits instead of only 1. So really, if you manage to terrorize some units, you can really then dish some interesting damage. And then we have the Cult of Destruction. It's composed by 1 to 3 Warsmiths, and you can choose 3 to 5 of units of the next units is Obliterators or Mutilators. You have to choose 3 to 5. As you are not obliged to take Mutilators, looks like that most of the people will, if they use the formation, will go for the option of 1 Warsmiths and the rest Obliterators. What that gives is Pyrrhonic guidance rituals. At the start of the Chaos Space Marine movement phase, each Warsmith in this formation can perform the empiric guidance rituals on one of the Obliterators or Mutilators from the formation that is within 8 inches. Each Warsmith must pick a different unit to perform the ritual upon. If a unit of Obliterators is selected, then it can shoot twice at the same unit in the shooting phase of the turn. If a unit of Mutilators is selected, then it can attack twice after piling in the assault phase of the turn. Carry out the first set of attacks to completion, then carry out the second set of attacks. A unit must use different weapons for the 2 different sets of attacks and cannot use weapons it used in the previous turn. So I'm not convinced now on this, because what that means is that you are really limited on the weapons that you can use, because depending on the range, you are not going to use this rule because it's not adding any value, because maybe there is not a second weapon that is useful from the distance where you are or the range where you are. So not really, I don't really find this formation so interesting. It's this part here that you cannot repeat the weapons. It makes it really hard to work. And then we have another formation with the Warsmiths. We're really trying to make the Warsmiths to appear on the battle. Is a formation composed by 1 Warsmith and then 3 to 5 units chosen from any combination: Predators, Vindicators, or Land Raiders. Dark Wars. All vehicles from the Feast of the Gods have 6+ and invulnerable save whilst they are within 12 inches of the Warsmiths. So what that means that you want to have the Warsmith just behind the vehicle, hidden, that cannot be targeted. And the Warsmiths from this formation have +1 bonus when making attempts of repairing in this formation. If you're already using these vehicles, you can try to add the Warsmith and keep it behind one of the vehicles to boost it, but really it's very situational, and it's not easy to have the Warsmith helping more than one vehicle. And then we have the Raptor Talon, which is composed by 1 Chaos Lord and 3 to 5 units between Raptors and Talons. And War Talons, of course, the Chaos Lords have to be equipped with Jump Pack to join them. And they have the Predatory Warriors. Units in this formation can charge on the same turn that they arrive from Deep Strike Reserve, but always count as making disordered charge when they do so. So it's not too good, to be fair. So it means that you disorder charge, so you are losing the +1 attack. Well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Having the War Talons arriving and assaulting can be quite interesting. The cacophonic war cries enemy units that are charged by 2 or more units of Raptor Talons must subtract 2 from the leadership. So, and then you try to force the enemy to lose leadership. Leadership is important and not on the 40k, and it's very situational depending on what you are fighting. So this formation is not too bad. It's not, yeah. It's a way to make, alpha strike, but you have to invest some amount of points. So yeah, depending, if you have a lot of War Talons, maybe you want to test that. Yeah, I don't like to put the Raptors that straightforward to close combat. Then we have the Terminator Annihilation Force. Of course, as it says, it's 1 Chaos Lord or 1 Sorcerer. They have to be equipped with Terminator armor, and then you have 3 to 5 Chaos Terminator units. And remember that the Terminator units on Chaos can be of 3 instead of 5, like in the Loyal Terminators. Target for Annihilation at the start of the game. Before deployment, nominate 1 unit in the enemy army. Units in this formation have hatred special rule when making attacks against the nominated unit. In addition, units from this formation can make shooting attack against the nominated unit immediately after deploy by this strike if it is within the range and line of sight. This does not stop the unit from shooting again later in the same turn, either at the same or a different target. This is quite interesting. The only thing is hatred. If using the detachment, you already have hatred. So yeah, can add or not. So the hatred is not really, you will have it anyway, most likely. Unless you're fighting Imperiums. Yeah, you have hatred against Imperium, and then you can have hatred to a special unit. Yeah, I get. And then have another one is target updated. If the enemy unit nominated for the annihilation see above is completely destroyed, you can immediately pick a new enemy unit and replace the target. The targeted annihilation rules apply to the new unit from them on. If the unit is also destroyed, pick another one. So they are like, you nominate the unit, you go for that. You nominate another unit, you go for that, and so on. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Then we have the favorite of Chaos, that is 1 Demon Priest and 3 to 5 units of Possess. And they have the rule called the Baleful Nexus of Warp Energies. Units of Possess from the favorite Chaos that are within 12 inches of the Demon Prince at the start of the fight subphase receive the benefit of all the 3 mutations from the mutation table. So this is quite a strong one. I have seen this in action. It's quite, because then you have your Possess much reliable. So this is not a bad formation. Then we have the Trinity of Blood. Good luck. 3 of these big guys. I will not go even for the rules, because this is really an apocalypse formation. Each guy is 888 points. So 3 of these guys are 2,500 points, more or less, rounding up. You need 3 of these guys. They have the Rampage rule. They have the Apoplectic Storm at the start of this formation's movement phase. Any enemy unit locking combat with any model from the Trinity of Blood are engulfed in a scorching storm of rage fueled energy. Affecting units suffer a number of strength 6 AP4 at hits with ignore cover, special ignore cover and soul blaze special rule equal to the number of models in the unit. Any wounds caused by these hits are randomly allocated. So really, weapons used by a model from the Trinity of Blood have a twin link special rule if they are used to attack a target that has already been attacked by another model from the formation earlier in the shooting phase. So a little bit of boost. They really don't. I don't think they need boost, but it's going to be very difficult, very strange that you see 3 of these guys on the battlefield. To be fair, and then we have new corn and not corn. So new here we have the rules, new weapons. Okay, we have also the new disciplines. I just reviewed the cards, so I will not go into details. We have here the new disciplines for the chaos, and here we have also the new objectives. So they also have new objectives. This is what you find here, okay, and here we have some other special rules that I just skipped at the beginning. So chaos vindicators, if yeah, you can put you have the same formations that you have for the chaos space marine for the space marines, but on the chaos. So they're changing now the option that you can take additional vindicators and make them as a unit. So here we have what you have in that book is summarizing very fast, a lot of fluff with some rules for the Chaos Space Marines. It's a nice boost for the Chaos Space Marines if you like to experiment with formations, and if you like to experiment with to have different build-ups, and you are a Chaos player. It's a nice book to have. I really like it. I think it's a nice boost, and I'm really looking forward to start using the detachment here when I play my Chaos Space Marines. That's all for now. Now leave your comment. Let me know what do you think about this book. Do you find this book interesting? No, overpowered, not too much, not affecting at all. So let me know what do you think on the comments below. Really curious to see. Like if you have liked it, share if you think that other people can be interested, and you also can support me in Patreon. You can see I try to bring more and more material, and of course this have a cost, and the Patreon is helping me to finance all the new material that I try to share with you in this channel. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.